Hi, I'm back with another Toyota video. We're going to be replacing transmission fluid on this vehicle, and I'm using actually Toyota original ATFWS fluid that I picked up at the dealership for like $10 each, but I kind of want to use original fluid, which I highly recommend you to do it. I picked up 10 quarts because we're going to be doing this a couple of times. I'm not going to show you in the video, but I'm probably going to drain and refill fluid like 3 times because obviously I cannot flush. And if you're watching this video, you cannot flush either. For that, you kind of require a special machine for it that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. But today, I got here, it's a 2018 Toyota Camry with a 2.5 liter engine. It's already on the ramp. As you see, I just backed it on the ramp and I leave the front and set it on the jack stands. We have to remove the driver's side tire first to access the plastic shield, the plastic cover, and we're gonna remove entire cover under the button as well, just to be able to get to that drain plug. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Here's where our fill plug located right there, so we're gonna crank that open first just to make sure we can open it and drain it. Then we're gonna remove this entire cover, but you just have to pull this entire cover that holds by a bunch of clips and screws all the way around. Super easy to get to it and to get access to the drain plug, which is located somewhere down there. And here we go, we got access to our drain plug, which is right there. Now we can go and take it off and start draining this transmission. I have a special container that I use for draining transmission, so I can actually keep a track of how much coming out and clearly see. Okay, so this is how the oil look like. We're only able to drain out 2.5 quarts of oil, so I'm going to fill it with also 2.5 quarts. Transmission is bone dry, I have absolutely no leak, so the best way to do is refill with exactly same amount. And I just need to fish out those drain plugs and the plastic piece that fall in there. And after refilling, I'm just gonna let the car run for about 30 minutes or so, get that temperature back on the proper level, and make sure it's recirculate really good. And I'm gonna drain it again, and overall I'm going to do it like 2 more times. Okay, so you probably noticed I did not install this piece under the bottom where the drain plug at. Because it's a waste, I'm about to do this procedure twice and actually refill it and drain, refill it and drain 2 more times. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna run the vehicle for about 30 minutes and switching the gears as well and running the wheels here and there periodically. Because it's a front wheel drive, I'm able to do this without me completely taking the vehicle, removing from the ramp and the jacks and driving around. It will be just fine because the oil will still recirculate properly. Everything will be fine, just to mix with the oil, because this is your main goal is trying to get that old oil out from each part of a transmission, including your radiator. Let me go ahead and install this fill plug, and I'm also going to just hand tie this for now because I do not need to torque it. Some of you couch car mechanic experts probably will say, well, what in the world am I doing? This is not right away. You cannot do this. You will damage something. No, you will not damage anything on the vehicle. Make sure you turn off your traction control system so you'll not freak the car out while doing it. I just let it idle. I let those wheels turn. So I was not accelerating to 2,000-3,000 RPMs, obviously. I just let the brake release the rotor and just let the wheel spin, not even for 5 minutes, just trying to make the transmission work, make the old fluid mix with the new and recirculate all that old oil, and pretty much redid this process for the next 3 times. So what about replacing a filter? Well, it's very hard to replace filters on this car. The oil pan actually located in the front of the transmission. You have to remove entire transmission to do it. And it's a not type of oil filter that you can find on your engine oil, because it doesn't really actually clean that fluid every time it goes through. It's only meant to filter big pieces. So if there is any kind of particle fall off from your compression disc, or if it'll fall off like a metal piece somewhere, it will prevent from going that piece down deeper into your transmission and possibly blocking, clogging something. Those filters last in there forever unless you have a problem. That's when you replace it. This engine have no, transmission have no problem at all like that. It was running just fine, no leaks like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. It's bone dry. That way I just simply did a drain of 2.5 quarts of oil and simply filled with the 2.5 quarts of oil. Now, if you have leaks all over your transmission and you know transmission oil, you will need to stop right there, and you have to take care of those leaks first before doing anything else. That's why in this video I did not follow the regular procedure where you have to run your vehicle and reach to the proper temperature of the transmission oil change. I missed all those steps because the transmission had absolutely no leaks. So 2.5 quarts came out, 2.5 quarts was put back in. This is your proper OEM standard level of the fluid in there, and it worked perfectly fine. The owner of this vehicle are now happy. The transmission changed much smoother, much faster. I got very great feedback after working on this vehicle. It runs so much better. It pulls off right away. It drives much faster, much better takeoff on this transmission. It really helps. So it's never too late to do a transmission change unless you're doing it right. Guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and as always, thank you for watching.